Hello everybody. So in the last class we have seen regarding the concept of fertilization and implantation. In today's class you are going to see regarding the pregnancy and embryonic development. So here you can see that pregnancy, the definition of pregnancy, it is nothing but it is the duration between the conception and child birth. In human beings it is approximately 9 months and 7 days, which I have already told you. And then what happens during this, I have also been told you in the last class itself. So here in this chapter or in this slide you are going to see the changes which are going to occur in the embryo during pregnancy. So as the diagram is showing you how the development takes place, that is bit by bit or month wise. So they have shown or highlighted in the diagram saying 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7, 8 and 9. So the diagram will show you how the development takes place. So after 1 month, after getting pregnant or conceiving, what is the organ which is developed? That is the first organ to be developed is the heart. So and then at the end of the second month we are going to see there is development of limbs and digits. Then at the end of the 12th week, or that is the trimester you call it as, that is after the 3 months, majority of the organs like limbs, external genitalia organs are all well developed. Then during the 5th month you can see that is first movement of the fetus and the appearance of the hairs on the head of the baby. Then at the end of the 24th week, that is second trimester, that is 6 months, that is body is covered with the fine hairs, eyelids develop, they start separating, eyelashes are formed, and then finally at the end of 9 months the baby is ready to get delivered. So these are all the changes which are occurring in the embryo, given in brief, not in detail. Okay, so here next we will move on to parturition and lactation. Okay, so first we need to see the definition of parturition. So what do you mean by parturition, or you can also call it as a labor? So you can say it is nothing but it is a process of giving birth to the young ones, or you can say it is a process of child birth. Or another definition is it is the expulsion or the delivery of a fully formed fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of pregnancy. And how does this expulsion occur? It is due to the vigorous contraction of the uterus. So once again I will repeat, it is parturition is nothing but it is the expulsion or the delivery of fully formed fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of pregnancy due to vigorous contraction of the uterus. And we can say how this parturition occurs then. So this parturition process, it is a very complex process which is induced by neuroendocrine mechanism. So what exactly happens here? That is the signal of parturition. Where does it originate? That is the signal of parturition is going to originate from the fully formed or fully developed fetus and the placenta, which is going to induce mild uterine contractions, and that is called as fetal ejection reflex. Keep this in mind, that is fetal ejection reflex. They may ask you for 2 marks question. Define fetal ejection reflex. That is nothing but the signals from the fully formed fetus or fully developed fetus as well as the placenta will induce mild uterine contractions, and that is called as fetal ejection reflex. And then which in turn, when there is fetal ejection reflex, that is going to trigger, that is going to lead to the release of oxytocin from the maternal pituitary. Okay, so when there is fetal ejection reflex, that is going to cause the release of oxytocin hormone from the maternal pituitary, that is from the mother pituitary. Okay, and this oxytocin You may ask me, what is the function of this oxytocin? So here oxytocin is going to cause strong uterine contractions. That is, oxytocin will cause your uterus to contract very vigorously, which in turn stimulate further secretion of oxytocin. Or you can say this oxytocin is going to act on the uterine muscles and cause a stronger uterine contraction, which will lead to further secretion of more and more oxytocin. And the stimulatory reflex between the uterine contraction and the oxytocin secretion continues on and resulting in stronger and stronger contraction, and that will lead to the expulsion of the baby out of uterus through birth canal, or you can say vagina. So here, after the infant is delivered, the placenta is also expelled out of the uterus. So here in the diagram you might have seen the position of the mother is lying during your childbirth. So slowly in the diagrams which are depicted, they show you how the child comes out through the vagina, that is the birth canal. Slowly, due to the vigorous contractions of the uterus and the secretion of oxytocin, goes on and on, finally till your baby comes out of the birth canal, which you call it as a normal delivery. Usually this all process will occur in the normal delivery. Okay. Then, so here in the diagram they have shown you regarding the parturition, very nicely, parturition and lactation. So here, that is along with the baby, your placenta, they have shown you the diagram of the placenta. This is the uterus, placenta, umbilical cord. So placenta is also going to come out along with the fetus, and that here they have shown you in the diagram how there is cutting of the umbilical cord, okay, which is attached to the womb of attached to the baby. Okay, so after, as I already told you, after parturition or after the delivery, the umbilical cord is cut off. Okay, and then the placenta and the remnants of the umbilical cord are expelled out from the mother body after parturition, and that is called as after birth. Okay, right? Then next process is about the lactation. What do you mean by lactation then? That is, after the delivery, that is the mammary glands of the female, that is the mother, will undergo differentiation actually during pregnancy itself, and they will start producing milk at the end of pregnancy by the process called as lactation. So they may ask you for a 1 mark question, that is define lactation. So lactation is nothing but, that is the mammary glands produce milk towards the end of the pregnancy, and that process itself is called as lactation. Okay, then what exactly happens during lactation? So as you all know, that is lactation help the mother in feeding the young ones. So during lactation, a yellowish milk is produced during the initial few days of lactation, and that is called as colostrum. And this colostrum, which will be yellow color, okay, yellowish color milk, which contains several antibodies, and those antibodies are absolutely necessary to develop resistance for the newly born babies, because the newly born babies have less immunity. Okay, so this colostrum will have certain or several antibodies which are necessary to develop resistance for the newly born babies. Okay, right. And this is all about the lactation. And one more thing is breastfeeding, especially during the initial period of the infant growth, is very much essential and is highly recommended by the doctors for bringing up of a healthy baby. And this completes your chapter, and thank you for listening.